what do you prefer your music to sound like in this day and age of modern music? Do you prefer it to sound something along the lines of this?
Want to speak some lies about me, you're not worth my time. I'm not a fairy.
Or do you prefer your music to sound something along the lines of this?
In control of many, like I am, total Khomeini. Hang out with Smith West, don't try to play me. I'm at war a lot, like on wars to die. But no war in the shop, my gun is warm a lot.
I think it goes without saying that one of these options is a lot more qualitative when compared to the other. This is primarily because the first option that I showed you is a 24-year-old woman who, despite having graduated from high school, seemingly lacks a concept of what makes English, English. And the other one is Eric B. and Rakim, one of the most iconic hip-hop duos to ever grace the genre. So how do we end up with fucking Auto-Tune McGee as the first option and the GOAT as the second option? Well, let's go ahead and explore that. But first, I need to get into a fitting outfit. Yes, I have to put on this fucking teacher's outfit, put these stupid glasses on. Oh wait, I can't have this hat on. Who's ready for a goddamn music lesson? So there are multiple concepts in music that are very fucking integral to what makes a song a song. Perhaps most outstanding out of all of them is the beat and remaining on it. Or at least making an attempt to remain on the beat. Why does it matter whether or not you remain on your beat? Well, it's because if you don't, then your resulting track will sound like complete ass. It's very integral for you to remain on the beat of your own song. Why is this important, Mr. Arkski, you might ask? Well, think about it. The fucking beat is the backbone of your song, and the rhythm and your own vocals relies entirely around the beat. It's on you to remain synced up with the tempo of your own song. Let me play a track that demonstrates what it's like to remain on a beat very well.
Hey yo, doctor, here's another proper track, and it's fat, watch the sniper, time to pay the piper.
You notice anything unusual about that track? Well, it's maybe because the song, or Eazy-E himself, is able to maintain sync with the beat very fucking consistently. How does he do it, you might ask? Well, repetition and constant fucking practice. Eazy-E is a very well-developed vocalist, and, well, his songs sound good because he is able to maintain the fucking beat very well. So what exactly is so wrong with that My Enemy's diss track song that I brought up earlier into the video? Well, let's analyze the lyrics firsthand, which is why I made this rough transcript of the lyrics. If you can tell already, it's rough. Not every single part of it is accurate, and there's one part in general that is actually fucking inaudible to the extent that even I, myself, someone with a lot of experience singing songs and, reading the lyrics off of songs, couldn't fucking tell what the fuck it meant. Okay, but in all seriousness, what the fuck is all of this? This is supposed to be a diss track towards her enemies. And yet, most of the lyrics do not maintain that feeling of, dissing something. Let's refer back to the original song that I mentioned when I brought up, syncing to the beat. This is a line from Eazy-E's verse in Real Motherfucking G's, and, it's an actual diss. Not only is it dedicated at Dr. Dre, it's also dedicated towards his protege, Snoop Dogg. This lyric right here, you like a kid, you found a pup and now you're dapper, but tell me where the fuck you find an anorexic rapper. That's a diss at Dr. Dre, and it's also a diss at Snoop Dogg's, stature, which Eazy also touches on in this line right here. This is what a diss is. You're supposed to attack the person or group of people that you are dissing, and Eazy does it very fucking well in this. In fact, it's literally in the name of a diss track. A diss track. You're supposed to diss something, not deflect shit, like this fucking track that fucking Foxy, Jenna Zwerling made. Like, seriously, the most amount of dissing that Jenna does in this song is the, "You're not worth my time," or "They have no proof." In fact, 75% of this track is composed entirely of refuting points. And this is not helped at all by Jenna's absolutely fucking poor lyricism. In fact, it brings up this question. Where is the rhymes to be found in this song? Where are the disses in this diss track? Where the fuck is the decent lyricism that is supposed to be in this song? Where's the flow, which we will get into in a brief moment once we actually listen to the track? In fact, the lyricism is so bad that, as mentioned earlier, one of Jenna's verses is actually completely fucking impossible to interpret correctly unless you have an English major. And I don't have an English major. I'm currently taking English 11 classes, so my English is decent. Pretty decent, if you were to ask someone higher up on the hierarchy. But somehow, I can't understand this one fucking verse, which says a lot about how goddamn awful this fucking track's lyricism is. But you know, the old saying goes, you can't judge a book by its cover, so why not we listen to the song itself? I found the headphones. Finally! It took forever for me to fucking find them. Who's ready for some god-awful fucking music? Because I'm not. And I'm really gonna fucking regret this. I swear to God, I'm going to.
People on here wanna call me a pedo. They have no proof of me doing that.
What the actual fuck did I just listen to?
Lies about me going.
No, seriously, tell me what the fuck that entire song is. I'm not interested in playing any more of that. That was so fucking bad, it made my ears want to tie themselves into a balloon animal. Grazing the various list of fucking issues with this song, the auto-tune is a genuine brain hemorrhage. The song would have definitely been better off without it, but no. Foxy feels a need to auto-tune the ever-loving fuck out of her voice. It makes the song practically impossible to listen to unless you're tied to an electric chair being made to torture yourself by listening to it. Not just that, but tying back into my point earlier about syncing, Foxy does not know how to sync to the backing beat. It is impossible. Like, there's no point in the song where I feel like, ah, yes, the song is in touch with the sync. There are no disses in this track. I've listened to it over like twice. The only thing she does is really deflect points about how she's a furry and a pedophile, the latter of which is proven by screenshots that have existed since the brink of time when it comes to Foxy. Like, seriously, you can't. This is a deflection track, not a diss track. It should be called a My Enemy's deflection track because that's what it fucking is. There is no fucking flow in this song at all. I get it. My own tracks have kinda messy flow, but at least you can tell that I'm trying to rap. Jenna does not know how to rap. Neither does she know how to create lyrics or write in a song, or even speak them for that matter, which makes this song even more fucking intolerable to listen to. Oh, and don't get me started on the random fucking pauses that routinely occur throughout the entire song. It's almost as if, I don't know, Foxy didn't write up lyrics for her own song and completely freestyled it. It's evident because, well, she really doesn't know what the fuck she's saying most of the time. She's just spouting shit about how her enemies have no proof, her haters are a liar, she's not a furry, she's not a pedophile, or whatever the fuck she's saying in that auto-tune-ass voice that is genuinely fucking intolerable to listen to. There's random interspersals of sound effects throughout the entire fucking song. These add nothing to it. They make it more intolerable to listen to. The original track in its current state would be so much better to listen to if it weren't for these random fucking gunshot audios, bomb audios, whatever the fuck. There's just, oh my god. I don't get the point of this song. What is it trying to do? At its core, it's supposed to be a diss track towards Foxy's enemies. But the fucking transcript that I have made for myself and you proves otherwise. There's not much of a point with this fucking song. It misses its point by such a huge margin that it's not really worth it to listen to this song. Back to the sound effects, occasionally when they are used, they completely drown out Jenna's own vocals, making it hard to tell what she's saying. This is not how you use sound effects. You could have at least tuned down the fucking volume so that way I don't feel like I'm having a shotgun blasted into my ear and the sound effect is causing my other ear to be rendered deaf. The vocals in this song are a complete fucking haywire mess to listen to. Foxy should never be allowed to handle a mic ever again. People got on my ass over It's Arc Day and Midas and how, oh, this song goes hard on mute. Yet they don't say shit about this. This fucking song? Oh, it's okay if Foxy makes complete and utter fucking garbage. But when I put actual passion into making a song, suddenly it's the worst thing in the world. What an actual biased mistake that this fucking community, that this asshole has built up around herself is. And if I haven't convinced you, then these 9 points should prove that this song is not worth having your ears be exposed to. Like, seriously, there is nothing that makes this song redeeming. There's no redeeming qualities to this song. It's complete and utter fucking garbage. And having to listen to it to make this video made me want to torture myself and put myself all the way in Chernobyl so that way I could inhale nuclear fucking gas and probably kill myself in the process. So, Erksky, you might ask, what the fuck are you doing writing about this song? Why do you hate the song so much? Well, it's coming from someone who has written his own songs in the past and, I don't know, actually spoke them. This is a snippet of the lyrics for the song It's Arc Day, which is a song created purely out of frustration with the then-present pedophile allegations against myself that were levied at me by Pala. The song is a diss track aimed at Phoenix Knight, and you can tell that it's a diss track aimed at Phoenix Knight. It brings up multiple various things that the motherfucker has done, and, it contains actual insults. A diss is, what a diss is supposed to do. This entire verse here, the Erskine here, has really poor judgment. This is levied at Phoenix Knight, because he says that my actions are in really poor judgment, but, it's okay if he routinely gets into shit revolving Foxy, and then bitches and moans about how, it's so damaging for him to have to do this. And then, flaking at Foxy. It sounds familiar because she saved CP, so go figure. The song It's Arc Day, but most of my other tracks, were written out of passion. This is what music is supposed to be about. Passion. Getting your fucking feelings across. And I believe It's Arc Day gets my feelings across perfectly fucking well. It's a song made out of anger, because, who the fuck wants pedophile allegations levied against them? I'm 15 years old, and everyone knows that I'm 15 years old. I can't be a pedophile, but some motherfuckers like Pala believe that I am. So naturally, I feel a need to write tracks like Midas and It's Arc Day to, set those feelings aside and tell people how I feel about the fucking allegations. Sure, the tracks themselves are, kinda flawed, given that they're, the guy currently making this video who spoke them, but that's the thing. It doesn't matter. Music is supposed to be a means to express yourself, and Foxy does not care about expressing herself. She wants to look cool and hip and trendy, which is why she made a diss track, because diss tracks are so hip and cool and trendy. Trust me, when I was in my way younger years, I used to write diss tracks like it was the coolest thing in the world, and trust me, listening to them back around 5 years later or 6 years later, they are a complete fucking nightmare to listen to. So what can we surmise from this music lesson? Well, first, some people are not built to make music, and Jenna Zwerling is definitely one of them. And to any other motherfuckers who are going to try and say, your songs go harder on mute compared to hers, here's a quick word from someone who I've already shown in this video.
In your place and don't step to real motherfucking G's.
Boy, you should have known by now. Easy does it.